Hustlers Digest podcast, powered by the Lab Benny. It's your boy Blue the Hunt Done. Right now, we got all the way from Louisville, Kentucky. Missy, what's going on with you?
What's good with it?
Man, nothing much. So, man, just shit. We ain't really had nobody come down here from Kentucky yet. Like, as far as with the music scene and shit out there, like, what's going on out there?
Shit, pretty much it's popping down there. We got a lot of artists. We got a lot of nice artists coming from Louisville, Kentucky. Everybody doing their thing.
You how long you been doing the music and shit around that way?
I've been fooling with the music since I was out in the streets, but I never really took it serious enough. Just kind of in and out. But it's time I'm gonna take it serious, see where it get me.
What's got your mind changed? Got you wanting to lock in with everything right now?
I feel like what I bring to the table is different, and it ain't nobody really talking about what I'm talking about. Not no female rapper anyway.
Nah, for sure. I listen to your music. I'm definitely hearing you hearing the bars and hearing that you actually got some shit to say. I guess I could say like who's more so like your influences, like what you listening to right now, like somebody that's on like when you get in the car, what you got playing?
Baby, Moneybag Yo off top. Them the top two. EST.
I was finna say, you better say that, nigga. They gonna get on your ass, you don't, when you get home.
Nah, they ain't gonna do that, but they know, that's listen, he going hard. Give props where they do.
Nah, for sure. Was y'all like was you around for like how was the climate in Louisville, like watching him come up and like before he got signed and shit, like how was shit around there?
Everybody was pretty much like, you had certain artists really try and get their music up off the ground. He just happened to be one of them that really, you could see the light shining on him very
for
quickly.
Sure. Is that kind of like motivating to see somebody from where you from get on like that?
Listen, when I was in prison, seeing him on MTV Jams, and it just used to do something to me, knowing that somebody from my city that came from the same things that I came from,
No, for
me
sure.
seeing him on TV and seeing him do it, I knew it was possible for anybody.
No, for sure. When you see somebody come from where you came from,
Yeah.
that shit make the goals look real obtainable.
Yeah.
So speaking of touching back on you just said you was locked up. How long you was locked up for?
I did 3.5.
How long you been home so far?
A year.
Okay, congratulations on that. What you think that did for your mind? 3.5 years sitting down. Like, you think that then prepared you to take the music more serious right now?
Yeah, for real, because it was either this or go back to what I was doing, and I ain't giving no more time to them people.
No, for sure. You did you were you writing music and shit while you was in prison, or you just waited till you got home to jump into it?
I'm never not writing music. I studied the dictionary in prison. I done read that 1,000 times, over and over and over again.
So, is some of the music you about to start putting out shit that you was writing while you were locked up?
Some of it was, and some of it's some new stuff.
Man, I gotta be my older brother did 9 years when he came home talking about nigga had a notebook about fat as a dictionary full of shit in. He used to tell me that the songs that he recorded that he wrote in prison is damn near like the most shit that he liked the most, because it's like he was focused on that shit. He like once you get into the world it's different, but it's like when you in there, that shit, he said he was damn near writing more than he was watching TV and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know how that shit fuck motherfuckers up, but it really prepare you too. Like when it come to prison, I have to sit down. It's up to you what you want to make out of it. Like it could be a lesson, or you can come out and you can't come out and be angry. You gotta get out and try to change and see how that shit gonna go for you.
Yeah, I feel like with prison, it's either gonna do one or two things. It's either gonna make you better or it's gonna make you worse.
No, for sure. Shit. Shout out my motherfucking brother. He just went back. Nigga got a long time. Didn't learn his motherfucking lesson. But speaking of that though, so as far as what you got going with the music, what's your plans? Like what can everybody be waiting to see from you?
Yeah, y'all can definitely expect for video after video to come out. Really, right now, it's really all I'm really focused on is just getting the music and the content out there and being heard and letting people actually hear the lyrics. So when they do, they like, hold on, Shorty got something to say. She talking about some shit now.
Nah, you gonna get far thinking of it that way, because right now the way climate of music is, motherfuckers ain't giving a fuck about what they saying for real. Like, like like you were saying off the camera, like a lot of the female rappers, most of the music is
They
ninety
trying to
percent about sex.
that or they trying to be like you. They trying to be men.
I mean that too. I mean, so I mean, yeah, that's true to an extent, because I mean, it's a. I mean, you got some that they want to. That's how they want to come off as too.
Yeah, you right. You
So
definitely right about that.
so like, what would you consider like your, I ain't gonna say genre of music, but we wouldn't call it like you more so think you making music for the club. Is that your intentions, or you making more like the thought provoking music? You want people to have to sit down and write and actually listen to what you're saying, or kind of a mixture of both?
Uh, kind of a mixture of both, but more so, I feel like I make music for people who done been through some shit and really, really take the time to actually value what's being said and how the music, basically how the music sounds. Somebody who can sit back and be like, oh, okay, let me sit and hear what this person's really saying,
Nah,
not
for
just
sure.
listening to the beat type shit.
Nah,
I can
definitely.
make that kind of music.
Nah, I feel you. It's being versatile is definitely a plus. It don't put you in a box with anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't wanna keep on talking about the prison shit, but I just think like, man, you coming out like even what you doing right now, like taking yourself serious.
Yeah.
You got to give yourself a pat on the back just to, because I'm sure you sat in there and made yourself a plan.
Yeah.
Like most motherfuckers that got any type of sense, when they in that type of situation, they making a plan for what they gonna do when they get out.
Yeah.
You feel like you achieving those goals, like what you trying to do?
Yeah, me sitting on this couch talking to you right now, me doing other things that I got going on. I literally thought of that in my head before I was here. So
Nah, for sure.
I'm definitely humbled, if anything.
Nah, for sure. And you got good energy and a good work ethic towards what you're doing. Like can't nobody put that stigma on you. Because if you wouldn't have told me that you just got out of prison, I wouldn't have first off just thought that. Because you know how a lot of motherfuckers be overly aggressive, like trying to be like, nah, you got good energy about you. Like I wouldn't even know you just got out if you hadn't said that.
Nah.
So definitely got to keep it that way. So I'm gonna ask. I guess just because the majority of this platform is majority kind of Indiana, Indianapolis. I want to kind of bring them into kind of like where you from. So as far as in Louisville, like how was shit growing up out there? Like
Um, I'm not gonna lie to you. The neighborhood that I was from, for us to have been kids, we done did more than your average adult. Like it was hella fun. We was bad as hell.
nah, it's fun doing fucked up shit when you a kid and you don't know no better. When you get
Nah,
older, that shit ain't fun.
not even just the bad things, just
Oh, you
like
mean
the,
just
the
kicking it?
yeah, 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 just like when it comes to actually seeing some stuff. Like a lot of kids our age didn't really. I don't know. Like I said, we ain't gonna talk about nothing incriminating on here, but a
Nah,
lot
for
of kids, a
sure.
lot of kids our age ain't really seen what we done seen.
Nah, for sure. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Oh, okay. So nah, for sure. We around the same age. So nah, shit totally different anyway. Then like your typical teenager right now and teenager from then, that shit totally different. Like motherfuckers not even outside at all.
Yeah,
And the
like
motherfucker that is outside, they doing the wrong shit. But I'm talking about like even on some kiddie playful shit. Like I remember
yeah,
having to know where everybody was at because that's where all the bikes was outside.
yeah.
Like I ain't seen a motherfucker ride a bike since I don't know when.
Shit, all the bikes is still in Walmart.
Man, not even that shit. I love my mama to death. My mama ain't never bought me a bike. I don't even know how I was having bikes because, like you said, we ain't gonna incriminate ourselves.
Yeah,
So I don't know where the fuck I was getting them bikes from.
for real.
But no, so like, is Louisville more? Because I know some people like, I'm from Chicago originally. If I say something to somebody in Chicago, they think Louisville is like country, but that shit ain't really like country. Like I guess it because what is Kentucky still considered the Midwest, or is that more so the South?
I feel like more so the South. Everybody says it's country, but we in the inner city. It's nothing country about the part that I'm from. Like
Right.
Louisville, Kentucky, it's nothing country about that. It's literally just how y'all's is down here. We just like
Nah, for
that.
sure. That's what I was gonna say. Cause look,
We
shit
got
ain't been
our
that
we
hard
got
for me.
our parts further out in Kentucky where it's nothing but just land, and that's the country.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as us, nah, ain't nothing about that country.
With the music scene and shit out there, is it a lot of like open mics and showcases, opportunities and shit
Yeah,
like
you
that out
got
there too?
you got a lot of artists, a lot of people out there really doing their thing, like seriously. But I don't know. I felt like I still want to food mess with people that's in the city, but I wanted to branch off a little bit too
Nah,
and
for real, man.
get my
Look,
connects to other places as
social
well.
media need to be used for so much more than just trying to get likes and get your outfits out and all of this. She didn't pull it up from Louisville to Indianapolis, and all of this shit is all because of social media. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta like back in the day. You damn near had to move to Atlanta to go out there and try to figure something out. You
Right.
can get on the internet and figure out what's going on in Atlanta next week. Go there for a week and bring your ass back home.
Yeah.
And
And
damn
still
near,
be able to go to work.
you feel me? Like right now, you done pull it up. We gonna lock in. It might be some other Louisville artists that's on your page that see this shit and be like, damn, I want to pull up
Yeah.
too. And then it's gonna introduce it could be a whole bridge for some Indianapolis Louisville shit because the drive ain't shit for real. So like people just got to use social media and Instagram and everything to their advantage because that shit is a plus and it can fuck you up too when you get caught up in that shit. So
Yeah, it definitely can mess you up because not everybody's intentions is good. So you never
nah,
know
for sure,
what you walking into.
for sure. That's why you always gotta be big on energy. Like, gotta treat motherfuckers how you feel like you want to be treated. But man, that energy ain't right. Shit, I'm gonna damn near treat you like I don't want to build with you. When the energy be right, shit, it ain't nothing but respect. So, far as I'm concerned, first motherfucker I done really met and sat down with Louisville. I'm fucking with y'all. So y'all don't fuck it up. Next motherfucker pull up, y'all got to match Missy energy for sure.
That's
So,
what's up.
so you the beat that you just got, who was it that you did the freestyle on right before that? Y'all gonna hear she just went crazy. Was that a producer out in Louisville?
Yep. His name is Mano.
Man, shout out to Mano. Definitely went crazy on the beat. She just came in
Yeah,
here.
fuck with
Definitely did her thing.
yeah, Mano, Trapmore. Yeah.
So we gonna let motherfuckers I want people to try to get to know would you listen to music while you was locked up?
That's all I did.
So what you had to cause that's why I was trying to explain to somebody too. So we could touch on this because some shit I want to talk about. So as far as about the music that be on the JPay, right? So were you was state or federal?
I was federal. We didn't have JPay.
But you had tablets that had the music and shit on it?
We had a computer that we could plug our MP3 players up to, and whatever music was on, they had damn near everything. Some stuff they might not have.
What was the database from? So it wasn't. So I think JPay
Some
must just be
old
state.
ass database. Yeah, I think JPay is just state.
Cause like my brother was telling me, he like, man, if you can get your music loaded up on JPay, for one, they definitely overcharging because prison they gonna tax you for anything.
Now they want $2 and $3 for one song.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying for the artists that's uploading their shit through DistroKid and just putting everything through Apple Music and Spotify, they're really missing out on bread putting it through JPay.
Yeah, it's
Because
JPay. I could find.
It's
that.
another one too. It's the one that go to the feds. I forget what it's called, but I know that I didn't know if JPay went to both. That's why I was asking. But
It's not JPay. It's another form of. I don't know what that is, but I know it ain't JPay.
artists watching this shit, however you got to do the Google look up, find out how to put your music on JPay. You get more pay back than Apple and everybody give you through distro. And if you got people locked up that's supporting you and fucking with you, they be able to have it on their tablet the whole time once they pay for it. So
Turn
definitely fuck
everybody
with
else
that
in there
JPay.
onto your music.
Nah, for sure. Like niggas ain't got nothing but time. Literally, no pun intended. But
yeah, you just gave me a great idea. I ain't gonna lie to you.
nah,
You
for
did.
sure. But listen to shit. I'm sure you still got because you made. I know. I'm sure you met some motherfuckers out there. I mean,
Yeah,
while
met
you was
some
locked
people
up.
in there,
Like,
and I got homeboys and cousins that's in state.
nah, for sure. And I'm sure they can't. Them be because I was steadily playing music to my brother over the phone. He like, bro, just upload the JPEG. I could put it on the tablet. I'm like, damn, I didn't even think about that. But it's like an outside service outside of DistroKid and shit that you got to do it separately.
And they put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew they could do that.
Yep.
That's something I'm definitely about to try to look into because people in prison, so many of them in prison, and if it's somebody that you know, they turn somebody onto your music. Now you got
Hell yeah.
fans in prison.
Shit, like even producers, like shit, it's a lick for producers. Imagine you put out a beat tape and you put that bitch on JPay and a nigga can download your whole tape and have 15 beats that he can sit there and just do whatever to over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a million ways to try to get to this shit. But you said he had an old database on the computer that you was on. Like, what actual music, like what albums you was listening to while you was up in there?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a '90s R&B head, so it's mostly '90s R&B on.
Now, let me find out you was the one in the cell in there singing 112.
Nah, it wasn't no.
Like
It wasn't no. I wasn't doing no singing. I can't sing, but besides with the rapping tip, it wasn't none but Moneybag Yo, Baby, Megan Thee Stallion, EST, J Cole, stuff like that.
For sure. Did they have some new shit they had? Yeah. If you was getting EST in there, that shit wasn't too old.
Nah, his new shit. As soon as it hit the TV or the internet, we would get it.
Damn, okay. Did they have you in the federal in Kentucky or they sent you out somewhere?
Nah, they had me all the way in fucking West Virginia on top of a damn mountain.
Shit. That'd be the man. The feds would send your ass to the end of the earth.
Man,
Like,
I got
I
sent
swear
to
to
literally
God.
the worst female prison ever.
I had a homie that went to the feds and they sent him to where he went on the plane. He had to get on the plane in cuffs. They didn't
Yeah.
even do it on the bus. Like they took his ass where he was. I want to say he went to Arizona. I think he was locked up in Phoenix or some shit. But he was like, bro, they put me on the plane, bro. Imagine get on the plane
Mhm.
cuffed. I'm like, damn, that shit kind of lit, but it's kind of
Man,
fucked up too though. Like,
listen, they sent me from where they picked me up from, and we did a 8.5 hour drive. It's a old guy driving the fucking bus, and his ass done fell asleep while we cuffed. So we beating on the glass. Hey man, get
oh
up,
my
cause the
God.
cop the damn van is about to go off the road. He's like, I'm up, man. This old ass, get this man.
Nah, fuck that. That would have been time to escape.
Yeah, they wound up. The two drivers wind up. They wind up switching seats. The other one drove. I said, I can't even take a nap now.
How long was the ride? Was it from Kentucky to? You said you was
Eight
in
and a
Virginia.
half.
Shit.
Yeah, it was 8.5. Riding with him.
Nah, see that's fucked up. And you did your whole time out there.
Yep, I did almost 3 out there. Then I had to do some in state. Yeah, I had to do like 6-7 months in state.
Not saying that either of them was good, but what would you consider? I ain't gonna say easier, but what was better for, like, for instance, when you came back to the state, was you wishing like I wish I could have just stayed in the feds and did these couple months or whatever you had to do, or was it kind of sweeter once you got to the state because you probably knew some of them people because you was back in the city?
It was kind of bittersweet on both because it was a whole bunch of weird shit going on with the federal with the people I was in prison with. That
Facts.
I can't get jiggy with that type of environment, so I can't adapt to that. So I didn't really fool with nobody. I literally walked around with headphones in 24/7. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Let me do my.
It was a
bid.
dorm
I'm
type.
going
It was a
home.
dorm type situation, or you had your own
A
shit.
dorm with like 300 girls in each dorm.
Damn.
3 and 4 dorms.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I'm like, all of this should be different. I always be asking questions because prison different state to state. Like, because I know some fed places where niggas damn near got like a 1-bedroom studio apartment.
Now it might hold on. I'm
Like,
tripping.
you get what
It
I'm
might
saying?
not have
So
been
it's
three.
just-
Of,
it just
it might have been
depends.
about 5. It might have been about 500 girls on the compound, and that's separated in between like 3 buildings.
Facts. Okay, I get what you're saying.
And we 2 to 3 in a cell type. Shit.
So you them the ones that you getting to know. Like y'all damn near.
Hell no, I wasn't getting to know none of them. They all thought they was hard. We ain't doing that.
Oh, this shit. That sound like shit. The state shit was damn near better than the fed.
The
Not
state,
better,
the
but-
state, the no, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I feel you for sure. For sure.
They ain't never got to worry about me coming back.
And that's it though. That's what we gonna stand on. We standing on trying to get out, do better, and you already doing better. You making shit happen. So it's a lot of motherfuckers get out and it'd be hard for them to figure out how to move around. So, you know what I'm saying? Like taking that time out your life, you gotta adjust. But it seemed like you kept your head on straight up in there.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It was hard for me in the beginning when I first came home. It ain't none of it. Wasn't easy at all adapting back into reality. But it's all about if you want it. If you want it bad enough, you're going to do whatever it takes. Go without whatever. You gonna do what you got to do to get where you trying to get.
No, for sure. So, bringing it back to the music before we wrap this up, I definitely know that, we looking forward to working with you. Definitely got some hard music, hard bars. Y'all need to be looking out. Who's some artists that you would want to work with, even if it's artists from around the way or artists that's on, like your ideal if you was working on your project and you could pick 3 artists right now in the game and be like, I'm finna get some features from them. Who would it be?
J. Cole, EST.
Came out heavy with the Cole.
Yeah, then I got
That's my boy.
It's actually 2 more artists, definitely from my city that I would like to do something with. You got Noonie Bands and you got One Take Timmy.
Okay, for sure. They both in Louisville.
Yeah,
They
both
out there
of them
doing
in
their
Louisville.
thing?
Yeah.
Well, shit,
yeah.
shout out Noonie Benz and One Take Timmy too. I'm gonna have to check y'all shit out, man. But yeah, shit, make it happen. You y'all, like I said, you putting shit in play.
Yeah.
And from what I can see, the music finna be coming the way you just came in here and went crazy on that motherfucking beat real quick. So definitely everybody be on the lookout, man. Big shout out to Louisville, Kentucky. Shout out to Missy. It's the Hustlers Digest podcast brought to you by the Lab Indie, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with her. Big shout out to Louisville, man. Y'all know what it is.
7th Street.
For sure.
All day.